Hello everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Success with Cess, where we help you make your dreams come true. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and leave your comments and questions, because I love to interact. Hello everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Success with Cess. Today I'm here with Grace Medley.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, Grace is an absolutely new friend of mine. She's with Restoration1 here in Houston and visited our office last week and shared a whole lot of great information that you, my realtor friends, and anybody out there that's looking for restoration work at your home should know Grace Medley.
Absolutely.
Grace, tell us just a little bit about yourself and Restoration1.
Awesome. Yeah, so my name is Grace Medley with Restoration1 of Central Houston. I do business development here in our office. Also help with estimating, operations, kind of the whole shebang.
Yeah.
So Restoration1 is, we are IICRC certified for restoration. So what that means, that's our industry standard. We specialize in water, fire, smoke, mold, biohazard, and trauma cleanup. So
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Trauma is is that like crime scenes?
So like crime scenes, blood, things like of that nature, not the fun things.
Okay.
Those are not the fun things. But we gotta clean them. So
exactly.
We're also licensed for mold remediation in the state of Texas. So if you have over 25 contiguous square feet of mold in a building, you need it to be remediated by a licensed mold remediator so you can get a certificate of clearance after.
It is absolutely amazing, folks. Grace visited our office last week, and I keep saying that it was serendipity because later that day I went to show a property for a client that needed a lot of restoration. Mm-hmm. And tell us how that went.
Yeah, so we see that pretty often in the Houston area. Our environment here in Houston is kind of like the ideal climate for mold. So if there's ever any type of water damage, and then we have our high humidity and temperature here, those are the things that make mold grow. So if it's not remediated properly immediately, you're gonna have that side effect, I guess you would say, of mold. So yeah, that house that was looked at, wow.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And what I'll have to say is, for me being on the real estate side of it, wanting to protect my client, mm-hmm. I called Grace. Grace communicated with your service crews mm-hmm. and had 2 crews out there the very next day. We went back for a visit, and they did a great job of really looking under the hood, so to speak.
Yeah, so we always like to give everyone our scope of work. So in the state of Texas, it's a little bit, there's some rules. So you can't test for mold, like send a sample to the lab and do the remediation because it's a conflict of interest. But if you come into a property and you see some signs like some discoloration, some tape lines in drywall, cracks, things of that nature, those are like indications that there could be mold. So we can give a general overview and a scope of work, and if you want to take the next step for a test, you can do that. But it's not always necessary. It's really on a case-by-case basis, and we give those recommendations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell the audience a little bit about your sweet spot in terms of areas of Houston that you're willing to go.
Yeah, so we are the Central Houston location. So Restoration1 is a national franchise. There's locations all over the country, but we are in the Central Houston area. Really, we'll go anywhere from Conroe to Galveston by referral. And I just finished a job out in Wharton, so we did that. So really,
far southwest Houston.
Yeah. So all of the greater Houston area is where our sweet spot is. We are located here in the Heights, so we love to stay in the Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, we're located right here in the Heights, right north of 610 on Yale. So we love to stay over here, but of course we'll go everywhere.
Yeah, so tell the folks, the average consumer out there
mm-hmm.
that sees you, and let me just share this flyer here. I'm here with Grace Medley of Restoration1. There is the phone number and everything, so give her a call. And tell the folks what they can expect once they call you, how mm-hmm. they go about going through the estimation process?
Yeah, so it depends on a couple of factors. So we a lot of times specialize in water damage. So if you have a water damage emergency, we are available 24/7, 365. I answer my phone 24/7, 365, and we have crews on call for emergency water extraction. If it's not something that's an emergency, we might schedule you to come out, but we try to get people scheduled the same or next day. So what we do is we will assess any immediate water damage and we'll extract water if we have to. If it's from there, we'll give a scope of work and our recommendations. We'll let the homeowner know if they should file an insurance claim. We help them through that entire process. Some things constitute a claim and some do not, right? So if you have like visible mold in your house and there's no moisture whatsoever, I would say this is probably not going to be a claim because a lot of times that's not covered. But we give our scope of work and recommendations, and then our main goal is to stabilize the area because we want to ensure the health and safety of our homeowner and of the property, right? We want to prevent any secondary damage. So we control the humidity and we bring it down, and we control the spores that may be in the air with what's called an air scrubber. So it's a HEPA filter, and it will filter through any spores that may be in the air that could be, damaging to your health. And so we'll control that environment until we have our next steps to move forward. So if it's insurance, we generally bill your insurance directly and we get paid directly. If it's a cash offer, we'll create an estimate for you and just kind of go from there.
It seems really easy, folks. And I know... I know my audience. I know they're thinking about price. And what I say is you get what you pay for. And maybe it's not the most inexpensive service or whatever, but you get what you pay for. And what I'm seeing and I'm learning about Restoration1 is it is worth every nickel and dime that somebody pays.
Yeah, so we actually even use a software created by the insurance companies. We type in the zip code and the price is really automatically generated. It's kind of an industry standard price. So people may say, oh, well, that seems so expensive. And it's because of our certifications and the training and the equipment that we use, and a lot of different factors go into that job. It's very health hazard job, right? My guys are cutting drywall, which can be damaging to your health. They're in mold, they're in biohazard situations. So it is a lot of factors that play into pricing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, once again, folks, I am here with Grace Medley of Restoration1. Grace, tell the folks how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, so we would love for everyone to follow us on social media. You can find us at Restoration1 HTX on Facebook and Instagram. I am sharing a lot of resources for hurricane season because we know we're in hurricane season, and our number one goal is to help people be prepared in the event of something to happen, right? We want people to be prepared ahead of time.
Yes. An ounce of prevention is better than $1 of repair.
Yeah, absolutely. And then our office line is 832-916-3060. And then I can be reached directly at 832-973-2173 all the time. Like I said, 24/7, 365.
Awesome.
And yeah, we're happy to help. We always do a complimentary assessment to kind of give people a scope of work and just our recommendations and educate them on what needs to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Guys, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave your comments and questions.
Yes, please.
Because we love to interact.
I would love to answer questions if there are questions, of course.
All right. Bye now.
Alrighty,
See you next time.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.